What up, people? It's your friendly neighborhood shooter broadcasting live. West Side, this time I'm in the lab. So, as you can see, I'm in Premiere, right? And just a little backstory, I have not shot a music video in about 10 years, okay? So, but my homegirl she got this song and she was like, yo, I know you said you used to do video because she knew me as she knows me as a photographer and not so much as a cinematographer, right? And I haven't wanted to do a music video, so I haven't done them. It's just a workflow that I didn't agree with at that time, right? Anyway, I digress. We're here now, and I just wanted this video to be um, just fully transparent because I kind of want to get better with my music video editing, and I use Premiere. I'm pretty sure I can use other stuff, but I just like Premiere. I just like the when you come from editing movies and just like promos or whatnot, like you get used to the tools you used to, right? I would love to use DaVinci, but I haven't set aside the time to do that learning curve. But I digress. This video was shot with the C100 and I'm sorry, oh my god, C70. I'm going back into time. That was the last time I shot a music video was the C100, but it was shot with the C70. Um, what I normally do is I'll start with the clip. I'm sorry, I'll start with the track, and as you can see at the bottom, I'll kind of go with just listening to the beat and just hitting the M button just to mark up wherever I hit like the hits or the hi hats, the 808s. Uh, I used to kind of color code them to let me know if it was a hi hat or if it was like an 808. Um, like I say, that workflow I haven't done that in a good while. But um, I shot it. I want to say maybe 6 scenes, um, 3 clips per scene, right? Because it's a short song, so it's 2 verses, 3 hooks. I want to say. But as you can see, we got a lot of the graphical stuff right here, just the anamorphic, the titles, things like that. Um, but then when you get into the actual video, so fun story, right? She rented the Airbnb. We were able to pull in a Jeep, and I think it was that the Airbnb might have been like could have been like an old car wash that they just turned into, I'm sorry, not Airbnb, a Peer Space. But pulled in the Jeep. I should have wet the ground. That's the one thing I do regret is I did not wet the ground. Had I wet the ground, I feel like it would have gave more of like a cinematic scene. But we only had, we actually didn't have, we had just the lights that the building came with, right? So this blue light that you're seeing is because we went to Menards that was down the street, bought 2 cans and 2 halogen-like LED lights, right? And one blue, one red, and a smoke machine. And we just made it happen, right? Because inside of there they had can lights hanging, and the owner was like, "Yeah, you can take those down if you need to." What, sir? I'm sorry, what? But I digress. So this blue scene was shot. Whole thing was 24 frames, and it was shot with a blue halogen LED light, and I had a red one right up underneath it, right? So let me get to a clip where you can kind of see the red. Where you see those gaps in the timeline, it was, oh, there we go, right there. So where you see those gaps in the timeline is when I went through the song, labeled it where the beats were at. I watched that clip and then just deleted what scenes in that particular beat that wouldn't do anything for the video. So that way it almost looks like a DNA sequence, but it gives me a visual representation of like, all right, you only got this much of this clip that was good, and then the next piece is this much. So then that way I know to go up, down, boop, 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the way I've edited video in the past. I still have that same workflow. I never kept going with it, but you know, um, that's kind of how I put it together with just jump cuts off top. Song pending, right? Not every song has jump cuts. So as you can see, I got another red light up underneath there just to kind of give me like a little purpley wall here. But for some reason, that blue light was way stronger than that red light. And as you can see, the can is clipped to the bumper of the Jeep or whatnot. And then I also had a smoke machine up underneath there just to kind of fill the room, so that way you don't really see stuff like this, and it kind of gives you more of an atmosphere. But this scene was just all her performing the song, but not necessarily rapping the song. So, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of, a lot of hand gestures, maybe like dancing if she felt like it. Same with the red scene. Boom. As you can see, can light here, blue light at the bottom, and then you kind of get like this purple smoke that kind of fills the atmosphere. So even with the can light, you kind of see like the little smoke from it or whatnot. Just, like I say, we shot it in like a corner because it was like the best corner that we had, and we just, kind of made it work. So a little red, a little blue, and then when it got to the actual performance scene, I had just changed up everything. By that blue light being more powerful than the red, it didn't give me a good split of light power. So this one is kind of more blue dominant, but just with like kisses of red or whatnot. So I had the can lights pointed towards her, and then I just wanted to like kind of block out the background. So that's why I had the headlights on with the smoke machine underneath the Jeep to kind of like really fill in like these areas right here, because that's just going into a whole nother room or whatnot. And it was, it's not pretty, but the background of the brick wall works, right? So this is where she's actually rapping, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of getting like that hero angle, you know what I'm saying, from up above. And then I'm just mixing in performance clips with actual rapping clips. And as you can see, some of the camera motions are like jerking, and that's because I'm kind of filming it and just moving it to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually just kind of doom 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 doom. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of moving it to the beat to kind of help the edit a little bit. Up here is where I normally keep like my slow motion stuff. One thing about this C70, the main thing I love is I'll set this preset button here just for my slow-mo. So as I'm recording, boom, and then stop record, boom, switch to slow-mo, record. What incredible. Love it. Love it. But I just wanted to say that. And then you got the slow motion sequence. One thing's for sure is I shot this in the XMF format, and I don't like it. I don't like the XMF format because it's, as you can see, the computer is doing its best to try to read it. I didn't think to make proxies, and I should have shot it in RAW because I was not able to adjust anything, right? And again, I don't know. Let me see. When you go to RAW, you click on that file. I'm not able to get like that RAW menu to adjust anything or to, you know what I mean? Like wait a minute. Let me see some. Yep. So I get like basic color correction, stuff like that. Stuff that you'll find in the Lumetri color panel, but you don't get that RAW to where you can adjust it. But this is a good way to, for you to see what the space that we were working with looks like. So super boring, and that was the lights that we had. But when you kind of add like the color lights and a little smoke just for a little atmosphere, kind of jazzes it up a little bit, you know what I mean? But this was like the slow motion scene, and like I say, all this is like jump cuts, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of wish I was pretty good with like graphics, because I definitely felt like I would have done a better job. But once that first verse was over with, then I moved on to switch the scenes because her outfit was more like black and white. So before she put on the full outfit, I was like, hey, just leave the tank top on, and we just gonna do like a head performance, almost kind of like, I don't want to say his name, but the bad boy current president. I don't know. Uh, from him and Mace, and when they was been around, that video with the shiny suits. So I kind of wanted to do that because I really wanted to see like the halo in the eyes, but with her having like the lashes, it didn't really show kind of how I wanted to, because I did have like a ring light, but it was just something just to show off her face, hair, makeup, and then like I say, with her more brighter with the white tank top, the blonde hair against the black background, it was kind of going with the whole theme of everything. But then the next one in video 5 was more like a performance scene, rapping. The original idea was like some of the videos you may see now where the microphone is just hanging from wherever. Problem is you need to hang it with the actual XLR cord, and she forgot it. Didn't know that she needed it, so I was just like, well, just put it on the microphone stand, and then I'll shoot around it. You know what I'm saying? I'll get some close-ups. You know what I'm saying? That way we kind of have more of like the vibe. And as you can see, it's a swinging light. So instead of using or reusing the red and blue, like I say, it is a short song, so I kind of wanted to give it two different feels, two different energies in there. The red blue headlight one kind of gives you like a party vibe, and then this one kind of gives you more gritty, like urban, more of a cinematic look. And then the swinging headlight or the swinging light was the can lights that we bought, but I just took out the red light and put in like a white light and hung it from over the sprinkler system, and just had somebody pulling the cord just to kind of get it to swing around. I think I saw that in like a LL Cool J video or something like that, or maybe like Menace to Society. I don't know. I just remember that visual from something I've seen in the past, maybe Onyx or something like that. But just to kind of give it that little gritty vibe. And then like the last one, I wanted to show off more of the full body with the just the physique, the outfit, you know what I'm saying, and then just more of like a live performance. As you can see, it's struggling to play. So I think what I'm gonna do the next time is color grade it, because what I did is I, like where it says performance 1, that's a nested sequence. So I took the clip, color graded it, nested it. Then that way I can just chop it up as I wanted to. But once I do that, I believe I'm just gonna export it as like an MP4 file, just compress it and then bring it back in. Maybe that's not the right way, but if somebody got some tips, I'd love to know in the comments below. Because like I say, this is more just showing you how I edit a music video, and I would just love like any new information on how to do it, because it's 2024 and my last video was 2012. So, but this one I kind of liked it, the sequence of just her performing with the light swinging back and forth. It's kind of giving you like a maybe a heart racing, like panicky, you know what I'm saying, anxiety type scene, and just designed to kind of add a little hype to the song, even though the song was pretty fast paced. But just something just to kind of jazz it up a little bit, kind of moving around. By the way, shot this completely all handheld. I didn't feel like this song needed any still shots or steady shots, as far as like pulling in, pulling out. I did add a few slow-mo scenes. So like I say, once you come down from like some of the there it is, trying to read it. Once you come down from some of the hype, you can see the little smoke machine light in the back. But once you come down from some of the hype, it's cool just to kind of slow it up. I don't know how I was able to get like the perfect light swing with the perfect straight leg bend, but it definitely worked. You know what I'm saying? And then just kind of catch her leaving out, you know what I'm saying, again showing off the physique. And yeah, man, that was kind of how I edited it, you know what I'm saying? So again, if anybody has any tips, tricks, or like graphical things that I can quickly add, like in my essentials graphics panel, is I'm pretty sure I could have added some stuff, but yeah, I really just wanted to execute it with like jump cuts and just see like how it looks with it, and then if I needed graphics or something like that, I'll add it. But I didn't want to add stuff just to be adding it, you know what I'm saying? So but if there's any like tips or anything like that, I greatly appreciate it. And you know what else I appreciate? If you like this video, if this did anything for you, you know what I'm saying, just show me some love. The algorithm would definitely appreciate it. I know I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying. Maybe share it with somebody just so they can see how the magic was made, you know what I'm saying. Like when you see the video, you'll be like, oh, so that's how it was chopped up, or that's how it was shot, you know what I'm saying. So but appreciate you for joining me on this video. Sorry for the hiatus. um you already know, man. Two of them. Let me export this hip video.